forward. There we go. Hey everyone. Yet another episode of Richard Ross Photography. I'm Richard Ross, and today I'm going to tell you a little bit about, am I a photographer or a videographer? The truth is, I actually don't know. I like both things. I love photography. I love taking stills. It tells a story in a special way. I love making videos because that's just cool. I also love making documentaries. I actually am working on a documentary right now. I'm actually working on 2 documentaries right now, but that's another story. How did I get into this? Actually, I have told this before, but it started by buying a GoPro camera. I was going to film some tree falling, and I made a YouTube channel for it. It's actually this YouTube channel that I've turned around. You can check out my previous film somewhere here, down below on my channel, something like that. But as time grew on, I didn't want to film these here tree fallings. It's the same thing every time. The same is for photography, videography, but it's just different. How did I get into photography? It actually came one day. We were out hiking, and it was in summer holiday last year, when I sent a friend a photo I took of my backpack where we were hiking, and I sent it to him, and he asked me if I had gotten a mirrorless camera. I said, no, I've just taken this picture with my phone, you know. A mirrorless camera, and I thought about this year. Did it actually look that good? You know, I could see the difference between a phone camera and a video camera, or a stills camera. I could see difference, but it didn't look like a GoPro photo. It didn't look like a GoPro video. It just looked good, you know. And it was an iPhone 12 actually. I still have that phone. But this year it came back to me. This year photo kept coming back to me, and said, so I thought when I came back from our summer holiday, I would buy a camera. And if you ever, for your first time, are out looking for a camera, it's a jungle. It really is a jungle. There's Canon, Nikon, Sony, Olympus, you name it, all kinds of companies that make great cameras. Where to start then, right? Where to start? So I looked at my budget. I looked, what do I really want to do? Is this something plausible, you know? And it fell on this. A Sony ZV E10. This little camera is both taking stills, and I use it as a B camera when I make videos now here. I use it also for slow motion footage. It's a great little camera for this here stuff, and the price for it is amazing. The downside of this camera, right? It's a 8-bit camera. It's not a 10-bit like what I'm filming on right now here, right? So it hasn't the same color depth as this camera, but it got me started. I really love this camera. So after a while, after using this here ZV E10 for taking pictures, making some slow motion footage, but you know, I was still searching for something more, and I wanted a full frame. So I was gifted in November last year. I was gifted this Sony A7 R2 42 megapixel sensor, and I still use this camera for stills. I think it's an amazing camera. It may be an old camera, it may have its flaws, it has a terrible battery life, like really terrible, but it gets the job done. The monitor on the back doesn't work anymore. Sony, I'll try to contact you. Please contact me back. But you know what? I love it for stills. This here is my primary. Well, it is my camera I use for stills. And yeah, I use it for everything. I love taking night photos with it. I love taking photo shoots with it. I love taking nature photos with it. It's just an amazing camera. What got me inspired to do this year? Well, actually, it started with my good friend Sebastian. Big shout out to you, man. You put me on this journey with photography. You put me on the journey with videography as well. As it was also you who told me about the GoPro, showed me that could be quite cool stuff. You showed me a drone. Actually, I just copied you pretty much in my own way. A big shout out to Peter McKinnon. A big shout out to Mads Peter Iversen. You guys are big inspiration to me. You've taught me a lot of photography. You've taught me a lot about videography as well, and how to tell a story through this stuff. I'm still working on it. It's not the greatest films in the world I make right now. It's not the best photos I make right now, but I'm getting there. I'm learning. Good morning. It's like 5 in the morning right now, and I'm awake, can't sleep. So I'll just show you what I'm working on right now. I'm working on photo shoot. They'll be able to be seen on Instagram. I don't really post anything anywhere else except YouTube, of course. You can see it here. I'm making a shot of some coffee. I'm using my A7R2 with a Sigma 100 to 400 millimeter lens and a lot of light. This is my studio. It's also my workshop. I've had a lot of my company things in here as well. It's been great times. Actually, I'm on a shoot still right now here, as well as my documentaries. It'll be about my earlier profession, an arborist. So stay tuned to find that in early 2025. So yeah, now you know a little bit about me. If this has inspired you to do any videography, photography, just go for it. Don't let brands, don't let the price discourage you. Use what you got. You could use a phone if that works for you. You could use a documentary camera like I'm using here because I just love cameras. Use what you got and pick up skills as you go along. Right now I'm learning about light. I got a big key light here. It's blinding me like hell, you know. It's like staring right into the sun here. Also in the background, depth of field, stuff like that. All this kind of stuff helps you get better. I'm still on this journey and I love it, and I hope to get better at it. If you think there's something better I could do, leave a comment down below and I'll try to answer it and try to get better at it as well. Thanks for watching.